but they don't belong in the newsroom.
Just in, scientists discover that Canadian bacon is actually ordinary ham.
This made a lot of people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move.
Miserable bloody Romans, no sense of humour.
With what Dr. Ashland just said, do you concur?
Don't talk to it, Mary. Don't encourage it.
We're just like Kevin Bacon.
The only thing that will redeem mankind is cooperation. I think we can all appreciate the relevance of that now.
Welcome back to the Hollywood Thumb, a movie news podcast brought to you by the parent podcast It's Just Two Movies. My name is Daniel King. In the studio with me this evening,
Birdman.
We're here. Maybe eat that mic a little. Give me that Birdman again.
Birdman.
Okay, never mind. You're coming in great. So let's go ahead and kick it right off. Kevin Feige.
Is that how you say that?
I never know.
I never know.
I hear it so many ways. People are just joking about it. So I'm gonna say Kevin Feige.
I'm gonna say Feige.
You're gonna say Feige? Ooh, like the
or
water,
Feig.
like,
maybe
like Fiji, the water, but just cooler. The Feige.
Maybe it's Feig. I bet it's Feig.
I bet it is Feig. That motherfucker. Anyway, he announced that Marvel is getting close to having the X-Men in the MCU.
Okay.
Do you like as a guy who's not you're aware of comic books and superheroes, but not? I don't know that that's ever been a thing that you have really been into.
You know, I don't keep up with it.
Right.
There are some of them that I've watched, but my girlfriend loves X-Men.
Okay.
That could be exciting for us to check out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like once that.
Do you have any, have you seen the other X-Men adaptations, like the older ones that are kind of campy, and then the newer ones with, he's back again. He's back, oh boy, James McAvoy.
The only X-Men movie that I have seen, and maybe I'm a piece of shit for this, I don't know.
No,
but Logan.
Oh, if you were only going to see one, that's a really
pretty
good.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's so far removed from all the other ones.
Right.
It's fantastic. I love it. That's the only one I've seen. The one that's not canon with anything else. The one that's just its own fucking animal. Pun intended there. Badoom. It's a little Wolverine joke for you.
I mean, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about
as a huge nerd, specifically X-Men nerd, that was just one of my top 5 comics of choice when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see him in the MCU in canon. I hope that they just recast it. And now that they've opened up the multiverse, I think they can do that more comfortably, knowing that there are different versions of these people in different dimensions or whatever. I think that it could be really cool, but mostly I'm just excited to see. This is going to sound very 12 years old of me. They just have fucking cool powers.
Oh yeah,
and I want to see. I want to see a man sliding on a bridge made of ice that he's forming right in front of him.
Yeah, that's.
I want to see a big steel man run through a building. I love a beast. He's doing a flip.
Well, that's the thing.
You got a banshee, and he's like.
For people like you that grew up with comics, that's some shit that you thought of in your head, and you weren't sure if you'd ever see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like. Again, I think this is more me than you, but it's in the same respect as I loved The Lord of the Rings when I was a kid.
Yeah,
loved them, and then when I was in high school, Peter Jackson was like, "I'll make a movie for you, Danny." And I was like, Peter Jackson, that's very nice.
Just for you.
I like that you're going to spend 10 years of your life making 3 movies for me. Very generous, and thank you. I accept.
Yeah.
So you guys are all welcome to me and my boy Peter Jackson.
That's my boy.
My boy PJ.
Well, I call him PJ.
I call him Peach.
Yeah. In my phone, it's PJ.
Yeah. So the Peachster.
The Peachster.
But it's that same sensation of, this is a story and these characters that I've already visualized. This has all played out in my head before.
Yeah.
And the difference between that and with comic books is there is a little bit of visual aid, although they still leave plenty to the imagination.
Right.
Which I think is a fantastic format for media. But I'm excited. They are some of my favorite fictional characters that exist.
Yeah.
In media anyway. And I really would like to see something with them on screen that was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the old ones, I liked all the old ones. I liked I liked the newer ones. I really liked First Class, and apart from that, I would say Logan was probably my favorite adaptation. Until they did the Deadpool movies, which are more, they're just more like, you know what, fuck it, we only got 2. We're gonna do Colossus and Juggernaut. That's what you're getting. That's all we're putting out there, but it's gonna be fucking awesome and great. Yeah, nail that. Do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give them 2 or 3 years to finish the effects. I don't care. I would rather it be good.
Exactly. Yeah. Take your time. What do you got next, Dan?
They're making a sequel to Good Burger. How you feel about that?
That's interesting.
Is it?
Why?
That's what I was saying. Like, do you want this? That's my next note about it. Does anybody want this?
Probably not.
Has anybody just been burning up inside? I bet
Kel has been burning up for more work.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you went too hard into the
right.
And nobody wants to hire you for anything else, I guess. Or maybe he's just not acting anymore that much deliberately.
He might not be.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't care about this. Good Burger was a movie I watched when I was a kid, and I watched once again like 2 or 3 years ago. And
it does
I
probably not hold up.
I think I'm good for the rest of my life. Like, I don't need to see it again. Like, all the charm of that movie can be squeezed into a 90-second clip.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it's just repetition.
Was it just silly as fuck? Pretty dumb, like on a rewatch?
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, whole thing's pretty dumb.
I feel like when we were kids, we were probably like, that's kind of funny.
It was just like, oh, Nickelodeon made a movie, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
And I watched it and I was like, is Dexter's Lab on Cartoon Network?
Right.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
So, I don't really care about that, but that evidently is happening at some point. I don't have any like release dates or anything like that. I'm assuming you would attach the original cast to it because
probably
they both look like they would be like, hell yeah, I'll make another good
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Can we get residuals? Can we get those ziggies?
How much are you paying me?
Right.
I'm in.
We got a trailer for Pale Blue Eye. Did you happen to catch that one?
Pale Blue
Eye. Imagine if Edgar Allan Poe solved murder mysteries and it was played by Harry Malling. And then also imagine that him and Chris Chinbale do a team up to solve a murder because Chinbale is already the local detective.
Oh, we got a little Chris Chinbale.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got
and Harry Melling.
Gillian Anderson.
Oh, Gillian Anderson's attached to that also?
Man, she still looks good.
She's doing all right.
Get out of here with that.
She's doing all right.
She's doing all right. I kind of ran out of time today. Did not get to check out the trailer.
I hear you.
But
I don't think I watched all of it either. I watched a clip of it, but I didn't have time to go look at the full trailer. I will say at first glance, it's got that kind of prestige feel to it. Like it's a cold, shitty place to be. It snows a lot. It's like London or England or some shit in the winter.
Yeah.
And it just looks shitty. Everybody's wearing like big fat fucking coats and they look like they're freezing their asses off. And
well, I mean, it has all the right.
There's probably a dude in a nightcap coming downstairs with holding a candle. You know what I mean? That kind of.
It's got all the right tags: crime, horror, mystery, thriller. I'm a fan of all that.
Looks into it. I like a work of fiction where they're just like, remember that world famous poet? Now just imagine he's a Sherlock.
Yeah. So it's got Robert Duvall. It has
Robert Duvall.
Charlie Tahan. I don't know if that's how you say his last name, but he's in Ozark.
Who's he playing?
Ruth, he's Ruth's cousin.
What's
his fucking name? Wyatt. He plays Wyatt in Ozark. It has Charlotte Gainsbourg. Which she looks familiar, but now that I'm looking, I don't see anything that I know her from.
No, it's not with that hair anyway.
I'll have to watch the trailer. This for the Pale Blue Eye, it does look like something that I would.
Yeah, I think it's looking like a bit of fun. But the last Christian Bale thing that just came out, not his fault, but some really terrible stuff happened in regards to the director for that.
What was it? Sorry, I don't.
The movie was called it's Amsterdam.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that was the last thing he put out, and it did really, really poorly against things that are like not his fault. But I think even like directorially speaking, it's kind of all over the place.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, Amsterdam. That's right. I was kind of excited to see that, but yeah, it looks like it didn't do too well. And apparently the director is a piece of shit.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I'll still watch Amsterdam when it comes out because I want to see it.
Yeah.
I would like to make up my own mind about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, even if all the internet is saying it's bad, at one point the entire internet was like, COVID isn't real. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like,
what you're saying is the internet is dumb.
I'll do my own homework is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And then I'll relay it to you and encourage you to go do your own homework and tell me I'm wrong, which is also fine. I'll move on to the next thing. It seems like almost all the movie news that we have is comic book movie news, and I do apologize about that because I know it's not your jam. It's kind of a slow week for news. But Henry Cavill has announced that he is looking forward to reprising his role as Superman, where we will see a quote-unquote enormously joyful Clark Kent.
Oh.
I'm not sure what he means by that, but I have not been a huge fan of the, like, super broody existential crisis Clark Kent that we've gotten so far. Like, I have always known Superman as a really, like, sunny side up, glass half full kind of dude from the materials that I read. Now, this is also fine, what they have done, but I would kind of like to see the other thing. So I'm also looking forward to that. I always wanted them to make a good Superman movie instead of keep trying to rehash it or like, let's do the same thing again, but a little bit different. Just fucking let somebody else do it. You had your shot. Still get Henry Cavill though, because he's perfect. For Clark Kent.
He is.
Yeah, I don't know if he's perfect. I bet I could beat his ass at Warhammer. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to that. Do you have anything to say about Superman?
No.
Created by a couple of Jewish guys in the 1920s, I think.
I wish I could add to that. Just haven't watched him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize.
Well, he's more powerful than a locomotive.
No, I know about Superman.
Oh, okay.
But just haven't seen the movies.
Yeah, I don't know, they're okay. Like, if you were going to watch one, if you were like, man, maybe I'll give one a shot. Probably Man of Steel.
Wasn't Michael Shannon in one of those?
Yeah, he's in Man of Steel.
Or is he?
Yeah, that's part of the reason I say that.
How is he in that? How is Michael?
He's good.
Is he?
Like, he's good.
Maybe I'll watch it.
He's good. Just the movie's bad. You know what I mean? Like, he's got a good role. He's got a good look. He's a good villain. He's well acted. It's just like the things his character does are kind of dumb.
It's just poor writing.
Yeah, it's lazy. I guess something about it that just,
man, that's a bump. Michael Shannon is such a good, like,
he's in some stuff that's just bombed, and not because of him. If anything, he might have been so exceptional that he made everybody else look worse.
Right. Well, I feel like he's such a good villain.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, he's just a great actor in general. He's one of my favorite actors. We've talked about him a lot. But yeah, I feel like he can play a villain. Like, I mean, he was kind of a villain in 99 Homes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I think.
Yeah. Just a fantastic performance from him. But yeah, I would watch Man of Steel just for him. No, I'm just kidding. I do like Henry Cavill a lot. I think he's a fantastic actor.
So at some point they're going to do a Superman versus Black Adam kind of thing, or they're going to cross paths at some point.
That's right. I think I read that.
Think about that. Like, I just imagine The Rock kicking in Henry Cavill's door and being like, "You better have been working out. You better have been at the gym getting fucking huge. Every day's a grind. You got to rise and grind, baby."
Do you plan on watching Black Adam?
Yeah. You know, I don't really see through that lens. But it's just Adam.
Plan on watching Adam Black?
It's just Adam, you know. I don't. It's fine. No, I do plan on watching it, and I've seen some things where, like, I don't know, man. Like, the reviews that I have seen, because I tend to temper my expectations for just about everything. That's why I don't watch a lot of shit as soon as it comes out. I'll wait until, you know, the buzz kind of died off, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's when I like to view things, because I can view them objectively. I've seen a lot of reviews where people are fucking hating on it real hard, and I've seen a lot of reviews where they're like, I thought it was a bit of fun.
I feel like it's very if you're a fan of Black Adam,
if it's a 6.5 out of 10, I'll enjoy it.
Well, I feel like if you're a fan of Black Adam, that character,
it's just Adam.
Sorry, if you're a fan of Adam,
yeah,
Vin Diesel.
Yeah. The bigger Vin Diesel.
No, that thing I sent you from earlier.
Scientists constructed what they think Adam. Okay, I get it. God, that is a full circle joke.
That's a real thing.
You set that joke up like 10 hours ago. That's wild.
Yeah. From what I've heard, fans of Black Adam think it's just a lot of fun. The critics are kind of shitting on it.
Yeah.
That's to be expected.
And a lot of the stuff I see, it's like some of the stuff that I have seen, it's like I follow 2 guys that are huge comic book nerds, and they review comic book movies. That's all they do.
Yeah.
And they reviewed Black Adam. One of them hated it. One of them loved it.
Okay.
And he's like, "Why did you love it?" And he's like, "I just thought it was fun.
It's just fun.
Are bits of it silly and don't make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
That doesn't mean it's not fun.
Yeah, he's like,
something can still be fun. And
a big difference between comic books and movies is that every month there are fucking over hundreds of them that come out.
Right.
Comic books in a month. So they can do weird little silly
shit,
one-off adventures, and it doesn't really matter because next week you're back to the same shit.
Yeah.
Whereas in a movie, it can be like, what?
Right.
Like doing that weird shit, it's that much weirder because you have to maintain this movie continuity. Marvel did it. They set the continuity before they went and had weird adventures. So they can come back and that continuity still exists.
Yeah.
If it's your first or second movie out of the gate and you have a weird, wacky adventure, and then the third movie, they're back down to business and everybody's serious, it kind of doesn't work. Because there's not enough groundwork to do that weird, wacky thing.
I feel you.
But what do I know? You know, that's just one man's opinion on the ancient art of storytelling.
So what are we at here? Because maybe we should just skip the Harvey Weinstein shit. Like, who really?
Look, this is the whole news thing that I have written. Harvey Weinstein trial is underway, and although I have no desire to talk about that sort of despicable shit, it looks like it's not really going his way, so that's great. If you are at all interested in any of the proceedings about what a dark, dirty piece of shit that guy is, there's a pretty good article on Variety.
Okay,
it's good enough. That's all the spotlight I'm going to give that shit.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's some fun news though.
Okay.
Also about more comic book stuff.
Oh no,
you love it.
You love it.
James Gunn and Peter Safran are set to lead the DC studios for Warner Brothers. Sounds like a smart move to me.
Probably pronounced saffron. I'm just giving you shit.
Saffron? I think it's probably saffron. Yeah, it's probably Peter Safran. Peter. But
set to lead DC Studios. Okay.
Yeah. So James Gunn has been absolutely crushing it in this genre.
Oh, for sure.
Like everything he's touched has just turned to gold. And I say that for both studios, for Marvel and for DC. That is a big mistake. For Marvel to fucking let him walk.
Yeah.
That's a huge boo-boo.
That's a huge ouchie.
Yeah. And Peter Safran, he's had his hands in a lot of successful horror films and a couple of what I consider to be some of the more successful executions of DC's properties. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some of the better ones. Like, for instance, he worked on Shazam. I think Shazam is a great movie. He worked on Aquaman. I think the first Aquaman movie was fucking great.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. It's got some weird shit in there, but it's excusable. It's got that weird kind of fucking brooding dark tone to it, which I kind of hate.
Okay, so Peter Safran is the producer for most of this stuff, it looks like.
Yeah, right. And
sorry, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, no, the movies he's worked on The Conjuring, the Belko Experiment. He's worked on a lot of really fun stuff.
So he produced he's Aquaman, the Suicide Squad.
Great movie.
Yeah, that's cool. That they will probably do well.
Yeah.
With that endeavor. Are there any more specifics on that, or is it just they've announced
Not really. They just have announced that those guys got a promotion. This is what they're doing now. Cool. And what they should do is just fucking get the eraser up at the dry board and just fucking clean that motherfucker off and go.
Slate.
Maybe let's start with James Gunn's The Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And go from there.
Right.
Because tonally it's disconnected from the other movies. Like, tonally, when you put it on in the first 5 minutes, you can go, okay, some of the same characters might be in this. But this is a different thing.
Different.
Yeah.
Is Joel Kinnaman still in the Suicide Squad?
Joel Kinnaman, you got to pick. I think he plays Rick Flag.
Yeah.
He plays Rick Flag.
Same guy.
He is still alive, I think, at the end of that movie.
No, I'm just saying, like,
maybe not,
because he was in Suicide Squad, the shitty one.
Oh, he is in the Suicide Squad.
He's in the
also.
Suicide. Okay,
correct. Yep,
I really like him as an actor.
I do too. I think he's great.
Yeah, I know him from.
I really like him in. What were you gonna say?
I know him from The Killing, the TV show The Killing.
I was gonna say Altered Carbon. That
How
Netflix
is that?
series. Oh
is
my
that
god,
good?
it's fucking. The first season's amazing.
Okay, I need to watch.
And
that.
I watched like 2 episodes of the second season. I was very into it, and for whatever reason, I just kind of stopped watching it.
Yeah,
it's because my old lady's not interested in it. I'm like, I watch it when she goes to bed early, which is
never.
Well, it's not
or like hardly.
It's not that she doesn't go to bed early. It's that I normally am just asleep first. So yeah, but no, great show. Highly recommend. It's a lot of fun.
I'll add that to my list.
Speaking of fun, here's a little fun. Eric Apple, director of Weird, the Al Yankovic story, said that it will be untruthful to the artist's life as possible. He said he did, quote,
zero,
absolutely no research on Al's actual life. So that has kind of got me more pumped than ever to watch that now.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So Eric, is it Apple or Appel?
It's probably Appel.
Appel.
But you know what I always say? Apple.
Say it wrong. So that's a new name for me. I have never heard of this guy.
Yeah, me neither.
Looks like he did.
What'd he do?
He looks like he did a few episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Nice, I like that.
Which is cool. A couple episodes of Silicon Valley.
Okay.
So just mostly TV stuff.
Mostly TV stuff. Okay, I think he's gonna be a good pitch to do a Weird Al movie.
Yeah. Reviews look good so far.
Oh my god, dude! Daniel, what's his name?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe looks great. Like he showed up to work, baby.
Yeah.
He's ready to get.
I'm loving this cast. Are you familiar with?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah! I have been kind of keeping my eye on this for like 8-9 months.
Yeah, so Evan Rachel Wood, Jack Black, Julianne Nicholson. That's just, I mean, obviously Daniel Radcliffe, Patton Oswalt, Rainn Wilson. Like, damn, that's a great. Oh, Will Forte,
fully loaded, baby.
Fully loaded. Conan O'Brien. Nice.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Not bad.
I'm excited for it.
No, I'm really pumped for that. So yeah, that's going to be coming down the pipe here shortly if it's not already out. I think it's like some people are getting early viewings and stuff like that, but if it's not out yet in theaters, it will be shortly.
Yeah.
That's what I've got, Birdie. Anything else that you would like to add, Birdman?
I think that's been the news.
I have been Daniel King.
I have also been Daniel King.
And it's that thing that he said, it's been the news.
That's just grossly inappropriate.
Come on, Ed, it's bullcrap!
A saucy line will not get you far with me.
He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy! Stop being such a dick.
No, it's not schizophrenia. It's just a voice in my head.
Your love of the halfling's leap has clearly slowed your mind.
Good speech. Nice and short. Leaves more time for drinking. Break out the ale! These men are thirsty!
The Hollywood Thumb is brought to you by It's Just Two Movies and is a production of Blue Cheese and Bacon Studios. Both can be found wherever you get your podcasts.